everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Studio Pilates. My name is Hannah and today I'm going to take you through a mat-based Pilates workout. This is going to look at building strength and mobility in your whole body. So we're going to try and work everything. We're going to look at some mobility through the spine and building strength in your core and in your legs. I hope you really enjoy this. So we're going to come down onto the mat. Feet are staying hip distance apart, knees are in line with your hips and your toes. Pelvis is in neutral, so your pubic bone and hip bones are in a flat, making a flat surface. There's not an anterior or a posterior tilt to that pelvis. Little gap remains under your back, remember, rib to hip connection, belly button to spine, eyes to the sky. So make sure you haven't got a cushion under your head that's making you tuck your chin. You need to be looking up to the sky. Arms just gently resting by your sides. From here we're going to take an inhale, thinking wide thoracic breathing. Then you're going to exhale, pick up one foot and gently lengthen out through that leg. So you're sliding that leg out. Now you have an option. You can either keep that leg sliding and then place it on the floor, or you can hover it. I want you to keep your pelvis in neutral, so make sure you're not then rolling your body towards that leg. Hold for an inhale and then exhale. Gently bringing that leg back in, holding here for an inhale. Exhale, other side. Gently taking that leg away, hold for an inhale and then exhale. Bringing that leg back in, inhale in the middle. Keeping that pelvis in neutral as you take that leg away. Think belly button to spine, pelvic floor engaged, especially as you exhale. Remember that pelvic floor can be zipped up a little tighter. Going to do two more on each side after this one. Really stretching out through that leg. Remember, you can keep it on the floor or hover it. So we've got one more to each side to go. Final time to each side. And you're going to give yourself a full body stretch. So we're coming into our box position. So if you find your wrists aren't a big fan of being leant on, you could either try creating a fist or roll up like a little towel or a bit of your mat, so you can change the angle of that wrist and that can take the pressure off. We're coming into our box position. We're going to do a nice exercise for your spine. So we're going to do threading the needle. So you're coming into a box position. Wrist is under your shoulder, knee is under your hip, tilting that pelvis so your tailbone is pointing off towards whatever is behind you. We're going to take an inhale in the middle. Then we're going to exhale. Take your hand through the gap between your opposite arm and leg. Rotation comes through that mid-spine. Make sure you're not leaning your hips backwards. Hold for an inhale. And then we're going to exhale. Bring yourself back to the middle. Inhale in the middle. Exhale. Other side. Hold for an inhale. And then exhale. Back to the middle. Hold in the middle for an inhale. exhale. Stretching out through those fingers, inhale. And exhale. Every time you put your hand down, make sure you're putting it down under your shoulder. Don't let those hands creep forward. As you rotate, keep those hips up. Make sure you're not lowering your body. Keep that rotation coming through your mid-spine. Going to do 2 more to each side like this. So final 1 to each side like this, and then we're just going to develop it slightly. Remember, as you exhale, think pelvic floor. Inhale, release that pelvic floor off. Exhale, bring it back on again. So final time like this. Okay. So next we're going to develop it slightly. If this isn't quite right for you, stick with what we've been doing. So this is your option 2. So you're going to take your left foot out, stick your toes to the floor. So the ball of your foot is on the floor. Everything else stays nice and still for now. We're inhaling in the middle. Exhale, you're going to reach your right arm through the gap between your left arm and leg. So this time you can rotate a little bit further. Hold for an inhale. And then exhale. Arm is coming in line with your shoulder, and then you're going to rotate, thinking about that mid-spine. Rotate through that mid-spine. Look to your fingers, inhale. And then again, exhale. Bring everything gently back to the middle. Shouldn't be a big weight shift when you bring that arm and leg back down. And then we're going to take the other leg out on the inhale. Exhale. Through the gap. Hold for an inhale. And then exhale. Reach to the sky. And then exhale. Gently back to the middle. Okay, we're going to do 3 more to each side like that. Here we go. So look to where your fingers are going. Think about that core and pelvic floor as you exhale. Inhale, release that pelvic floor off. Exhale, zipping it back up, gently back in. We've got 2 more to each side to go. Here we go. So just by taking that leg out, you get a little bit more rotation through that spine. Okay, final 1 to each side here. Really using the breathing to keep the movement nice and fluid. Okay, from here you're going to take your knees out a little bit wider. Gently sit yourself back into your wide-kneed child's pose. Make sure you don't just drop your head to the floor. So think about your neck staying in a nice straight line. Don't tuck your chin, holding it there, taking that stretch. Thanks for joining my mat-based session today. I hope you feel like your whole body has worked really hard. Check out my playlists for other videos you can do from wherever you are, whenever you like. And if you're enjoying these, please subscribe to my channel for updates on other videos that I am releasing. Thanks a lot. Bye.